Greg went to the supermarket. He saw his friends. He was embarrassed. It's better to stay in the eternal now because it makes the story fresh and what's called immediate. It means it sounds like it's happening right away as you're retelling the story. And it's a better way to describe books. You'll use that all the way until your college and university years, even as adults. Let's say you want to write a review for Amazon.com for their Kindle books or Google books. Stay in the eternal now. It's teachers think it's best anyway. Present tense verbs. Okay. Let me just take a look at my teacher's notes today. One moment, please, and we'll start in just a second. I want to make sure I did this in PDF form, but I don't want PDF for tonight's homework because PDF, there's a word, it's difficult to use PDF because I can't do this thing here. Okay, but first I want to check your homework because you guys did a wonderful job. On many of the homeworks, I said, thank you for doing such a good job because it made me interested in the books. Let's see, one student submitted this evening and I looked at it and I said, this is nice work. This is very nice work. Let's see what we have. It is Nim. Nim, I'm going to put your thing on the screen, the corrected version. And Nim, this is interesting because you came so close to doing the assignment perfectly. You only switched back to the past tense verbs once or twice. That's fine. But you can see through most of this, he keeps the secret garden all in the eternal now, the present tense. Let's see if Min is here. Nim, I got to say your name correctly. Min, are you there? Min. Hello, Min. Are you there, Min? Oh no, what happened to Min? Well, Min, if you're having difficulty with the, oh, there you are, Min. Say hello to us. Hello, Min. Min. Min, maybe Min has a problem with the mic. Okay, Min, if you're having a problem with the mic, I'll read it if that's okay. Min wrote, I want to compare two characters. And actually, I made a mistake. This should take out. Just I want to compare two characters. Whoa. Little Miss Mary and her cousin Colin. This story is called The Secret Garden. Little Miss Mary, she is very rude, selfish, always in a bad temper and angry at everything at first. But when she moves to her uncle's house, she changes to a very happy, kind, and always in a good tempered girl. This is fine. Oh, Min's microphone is broken. Thanks, Min. Okay, so you see this, Min kept all in the eternal now, the present. That's excellent. Then there were just some changes here. It's easy to slip back to past tense. My advice to you is just go back and read what you wrote and make sure it's all present tense. So then Min compares Colin. Colin, he also looks like his cousin, Little Miss Mary, but this is also because he has a very bad disease in his body that makes him lie in the bed every day, and he cannot talk. He never believes that he will be strong again and always thinks that he will have a crook on his back like his father. But when he meets Little Miss Mary, he becomes a happy child and he believes that he will make it out of the disease. Very nice, Min. Very good phrasing. Min, in fact, you stayed in almost all, I think only one verb I changed from made him lie in bed into makes him lie in bed. So this is excellent work because you stayed always in the present tense, the eternal now. So of course, I'll keep repeating that until you guys really get it. And then when it's time to do assignments in class for your teacher, they will say, excellent, you guys know how to use the eternal now. If your teacher is good, they will know you should always use the eternal now. Okay, you guys, there's this other thing I want to show you. Now, did you notice Min talked about Little Miss Mary and then he changed to talk about Colin, the boy who has a health problem? Take a look at Bach's work here. And Bach, you can read this for me, please. What I really love about this is you do the ping pong. I wrote pingo pong. It should be just ping pong. That's why I think Bach is laughing. Sometimes I make typing mistakes. I wrote pingo pong. And maybe Bach is saying, teacher, what is pingo pong? Ping pong or table tennis. Or as the Japanese say, teiburu tennisu. Okay. Here is Mr. Bach. Bach, please read. I need a drink of tea.
Comparing Ron and Harry from Harry Potter. In the Harry Potter books, Harry Potter and Ron Weasley are best friends, but they are very different in many ways. Harry grew up without his parents, who were killed by Lord Voldemort. He was raised by his aunt and uncle who treated him badly. Harry feels lonely because of this. Even though he is famous for surviving Voldemort's attack, Ron, on the other hand, comes from a large loving family. His parents, Molly Weasley and Arthur Weasley, care for him, though sometimes he feels overshadowed by his older brothers. But he knows his family loves him and supports him. Harry is brave but often serious and quiet. He tries to solve problems on his own and doesn't always like the attention he gets. He can feel isolated because of his fame. Ron is funny, loyal, and more relaxed. He likes making jokes and is always there for his friends, while he sometimes feels insecure, basically compared to Harry's or his brothers. He stays true to himself. Harry is a strong wizard and very brave. He is good at defense against the dark arts and often saves the day with his quick thinking. His biggest strength is his courage. Ron isn't as skilled at magic, but is loyal and supportive. He makes his friends laugh during tough times and is always ready to help, even when things get hard. Harry's biggest challenge is dealing with Lord Voldemort. He's always in danger and has to make difficult decisions. Ron struggles with
I'm sorry. I'm going to make it bigger. I didn't know it was so small. Okay. Uh,
uh struggle with with self-confidence because he's often compared to his talented older brothers. But over time, he learns to appreciate his own strength. Harry and Ron are different, but they make a great team. Harry is brave and determined, while Ron is loyal and funny. Their friendship shows that even though people can be very different, they can still help and support each other. Together, they prove that teamwork and loyalty are key to overcoming challenges.
nice, 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 nice. Very good. Nice work in every respect. So you guys can see he starts Harry, then he goes to Ron, Harry to Ron. That's why I call it table tennis. It's like Harry, Ron, Harry, Ron. And that's excellent work, Mr. Bach. Really, really great. And then you have a strong conclusion too. You always remember a good, strong conclusion. You summarize everything. It's really good. So I would use to describe this kind of writing. Let's see, I'll give you one more. This word is being used more and more in education. It actually kind of comes from Asia, skillful. It's skillful writing. Skillful was used in like karate, judo, the Japanese things. Skillful was used in Buddhism to describe leading a life where you make good decisions for yourself. It's like a psychology word, but it can also be used in writing now, skillful in your writing. So nice work. Congratulations, Bach. And now here's a special treat, you guys. Are you ready for it? I want to show these beautiful illustrations by our Hannah because I was really impressed, Hannah. I thought it's not every day I get handmade illustrations that are so beautiful. So you are going to be given big congratulations, Hannah, a big arigato. Illustrations by Hannah. There you go. And my mistake. It's this story treehouse by Andy Griffiths. Okay, I thought this was a joke, Hannah, but that's his real name because I told you in my notes there's a famous actor. I'll show you guys Andy Griffith. All right, here you go, Hannah. Go ahead.
The Story Treehouse series, written by Andy Griffiths, are very adventurous and hilarious stories. They're filled with spooky mysteries and fascinating adventures. Here's some characters. I find them weird.
Yeah, Hannah, let's put a little this like that's better. Conjunction. And I find them weird. Looks a little better. Look at this, Andy. And this is really funny. Hannah, what's he dropping? Is that a pizza and a hamburger?
Yeah,
So
it's
this
like
guy,
he was going to eat all of those things, but when he saw the ice cream, like He likes it better, so he throws it.
So he threw his junk food away. Oh my gosh. Here we have Andy Griffiths. There you go.
Andy Griffiths. Andy is a scaredy cat, serious-taking, kind-hearted, love-touching kid. His spiked black hair. Andy loves eating pizza and ice cream, cold ones and even hot ones. Andy is known for his writing, but in the opposites, he doesn't know how to draw and most of all, count. And you know why? That's because he had a very bad teacher. 1, 3, 5, 9, 24, 6, 4, 2, 8. So the teacher, Terry Denton.
Yeah.
He is a caring, brave kid with a sense of humor. Terry has blonde and curly hair. He loves eating pizza and all sorts of ice cream. Cold, hot, melted, frozen, and buggy ones. Terry likes drawing and counting, but he does not know his birthday because his parents think birthdays are dangerous of hazardous situations. That is why his parents do not tell him his birthday.
Yay. Really nice work, Hannah. Really lovely. Hey, Hannah, do you go to a private school or a public school in Vietnam?
I go to a public school.
Now, in Vietnamese, when you speak Vietnamese, does the teacher know you're like a really funny girl? I just have to ask that question. Like, can you be funny in Vietnamese too?
Uh, no,
No,
not really.
oh, that's too bad. I know it's a weird question, but your English writing is just so much fun, Hannah. That's why I asked that question. You express yourself so well in English that you even know how to use humor, comedy, and it's really, really nice to see, Hannah. So it's a great skill you have. Congratulations, Hannah.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Okay, so we have that one. Let's look at just one more now. I want to look at one of these ones by let's see, I think it was Cherry. Your work was good, Cherry. Let me see. I have CC. Cherry, what did you choose for your topic? Because I don't know if I put your name. I have Draco and Harry is by Minho. Elsa.
Kurosunichi and Hatsuri.
Which one is it?
Oh, what? Not Kuro.
Is it
I don't
Daya?
go.
Let me see. Let me just take a look at the Zalo, and then I'll get the title of it because some of these I didn't actually put the name on it. So I have to go back. And Cherry, you were one of the first persons to submit your work. Thank you for that. And so I have to go. Min Hung is Draco. You guys like your Draco.
I
And
back and forth.
yeah, where is that? We have Bach and we have Koa and Elsa. And you put Cherry, yeah, okay. So you call it homework one. It just says homework one with Hattori Kenji. That's it. Okay. Well, tell you what, let's see if I can just go down to the original in Zalo. But I have to be careful because sometimes Zalo does weird stuff to me. Sometimes Zalo doesn't work well with Zoom, and then it ends the Zoom session for everybody. So if that happens, I'll be right back. Here you go. This is good, Cherry. I have the corrections here. And only a couple corrections, Cherry. So it was good writing. Would you like to try?
Okay. Edogawa Conan. Edogawa Conan is a small sign of Kurosunichi. One day he had a date with his girlfriend, Ranmori, a Taitan high school student. Kuro see a group of black shirt in the money transaction, creating within him a scene of doubt. He quickly followed them, but suddenly they discover Kuro is following them. So they let him drink a kind of medicine that hasn't been tested yet. At first, they think he would die. Unfortunately, Kudos is still alive, but in Edokawa Conan's body. Then Conan lived at his girlfriend's house with Morigogoro, the amateurs.
Yeah.
direct detective. After that day, he helped Maury with his work, solving in a case.
Mhm.
Hattori Heiji. Hattori Heiji is also a detective in the west of Japan, born into a family with a certificate
Yeah.
his father is a minister of police, so he know early on and he become friends with many police all over Japan. Just like Kudo Shinichi, he is very good at solving crimes case, and he's Kudo Shinichi's best friend. He's uh um he's also a competitor. He has one friend named Kazuha who is Heiji's girlfriend. Hattori Heiji's had the same face and body as Kudo except for the color of his skin.
Nice, Cherry. And you can see in my comments, I said, thank you for staying in this eternal now. Now, like 7 or 8 students know how to do this, and I keep repeating it, but it just, it's just a great way to write about fiction characters and fiction events and happenings in a book. And you already know how to do this. So this is wonderful work, Cherry. Thank you for remembering to do that. Really good. Okay, so you guys ready for tonight's topic? Because we've worked on that for about 20 minutes. I like to do the homework just for about 20 minutes, you guys. And the thing I want to do for tonight is the time order. Let me make sure it's the right one. Yeah, this is a fun lesson, you guys. Now, remember we compared characters in a book this past week for the homework. Now we're going to use that same comparison thing, but we're going to do objects like in a landscape and stuff like that. So let's see who can read for this. Bach, can you read this here for us? Hello, everyone.
Hello everyone. Last week we compared 2 characters in a book. This week we will continue with this comparison idea and use it for a writing technique or style called organize it in space. This can be shortened to space order or spatial organization. We use this style or method when we describe an object from left to right or top to bottom. The idea is to give readers a clear picture of the object or place. Look at this picture of a chef in her kitchen. Can you answer these questions? What is to the left of her? What is to the right of her? What is in the middle? And what is behind her?
Yeah, so I chose this pretty French chef. So let's start with the pretty chefs. I want to call on some students who might be quiet. Hey, Dot, are you there? I always like talking to Dot. Hey, Dot. Mr. Dot.
Yes.
Dot, this is the chef's right arm. What is to the right of her? What do you see?
Can you repeat?
So this is the chef right here. What is to her right? What do you see to her right?
The cheese.
Cheese, yeah. What do you call this hand machine? What do you call it
Uh,
in English?
I don't know.
Who can answer that question? It's a fun question. Hannah, what do you call it?
I think it's called a cheese batter.
Oh, well, maybe that's the British. Let's try again. Bach is smiling. What do you think it's called, Bach? It's a great word to learn, you guys. Cheery, do you know? How about Olivia? Hey, Olivia, do you know the name of this thing next to the chef to her right?
I don't know.
Oh, all right. Let me try one more time. Hugo Tron. Hello, Hugo Tron. How are you? That's a great name, Hugo. Hey, Hugo. Hugo, are you there? Hugo. Let's go to Koa. Koa, what do you think that little handheld machine is? Of course, you guys are really good at doing fast research. I bet you get the answer. And it's kind of scary because I'm always afraid I'm going to scrape my hands against it. How about one more? Mr. Fook, what do you think that machine is called? Actually, it's no electric power.
I don't know.
I don't know. You guys, it's a cheese grater. Graeter. So cheese grater. And those things used to scare me when I was a kid because I would put my fingers against it and go, ow, it hurt. It didn't cut them, but it felt really weird. So cheese grater, usually with Parmesan, the hard Italian cheese. All right, you guys are smiling, you're laughing. So Mr. Bach, if the cheese grater and the cheese are to her right, what things do you see to her left? And this is her left.
Bell peppers.
Nice.
Pepper.
Yeah, bell peppers, nice. In Singapore, do you call them bell peppers? Because Singapore is so British. The British friends I have in capsicum. Yeah, the British people call them capsicum, you guys. So if you see a cookbook, when they say capsicum, they mean this bell pepper because it looks like a bell. So really interesting, Bach and Lucas, you guys are learning the American English, the bell pepper. Very cool. What else do you see, Bach?
Slots. I think I see a salt shaker.
Yeah, salt shaker. And then what is the pepper one when you have to go like this by hand? What do you call that?
Pepper grinder.
Oh, very good. Pepper grinder's excellent. Now there's another name too. You could say pepper mill. But if you called it a pepper grinder, you say, can you pass the pepper grinder? No problem. They would understand you, Bach. They would, definitely understand what you mean. It doesn't even sound weird. It's just another name for it. Okay, so if we have a bell pepper, a salt shaker, a pepper mill, let me get another person. Min, are you here? Hello, Min. Oh, Min had a problem with the microphone. I'm sorry, Min. Let's check with Mr. Shadowhawk one more time, just because I love that new name. Fook Shadowhawk, are you there?
Yes.
What do you call these small tomatoes in English?
Tomatoes?
Yeah, they're small little tomatoes. And I'll give you a hint. One of our classmates has this as her name. Blah, blah tomatoes.
Cherry tomatoes.
Yay, you got it. Bach wrote cherry tomatoes. And we have Cherry as our classmates. So you say, are these cherries tomatoes? No, they're cherry tomatoes. Ha ha. It's a joke. Sorry about that, Cherry. Okay, so next one. Hey, Cherry, what do you see here to her left? What do you see? And so this is the chef. So this is her left. Or as you say in Japanese, Hana, kanojo no hidari desu. What do you see here, Cherry?
Think mushroom.
Mushrooms, yeah. They're mushrooms. Very good. You could say button mushrooms, but mushrooms are fine. Now, we have to use behind her. So let's go back to Mr. Bach. Bach, what do you see behind her? It's out of focus, but we'll try our best.
Pots and pans.
Yeah, nice pots and pans. And what are they sitting on top of? What's that called? It has so many different names in so many different languages. British. What do you say, Koa? Bach? I'll give you a hint. Here it is, you guys. What is that called?
Stop.
Yeah, it's a stove. It has an oven. It has a stove top. Now, some people call it a gas table because this uses gas. Some people call it a gas range. But if it's electric, then you say electric range. But this gets really crazy because sometimes the British people, when they say electric range, they mean a toaster that's above the stovetop. So it has a lot of different names. It's a stovetop. But let's go back. So we have these words. Hannah, can you read the space order words we want to? This is our focus for tonight.
Some words that are important for space order.
Mm.
Above, across, beside, between, beyond, into, left, middle, next to, over, right, through, under.
Yeah. Now, Hannah, do you say above or above? I heard you say above. It's really cute. Above maybe sounds like Dutch person speaking English. Okay, but it's usually above. But actually, I kind of like the way you say it. All right. Let's see. Cherry is there. Cherry's working on her hair. Hey, Cherry, your hair looks great. Hey, Cherry, can you read this part here? Now,
Some of you enjoy being in the kitchen, helping your mother, grandmother, and big sister and brother to cook. And if you would like, you could use pay other to describe your family's kitchen. For example, you could write to the right of our refrigerator. We have a modern gas range for frying food or boiling water and making soup and sauces.
yeah, so you guys, let's practice. Can you describe your kitchens that you have in your houses? So we have Bach and Koa. We have Hannah. Hannah, describe your kitchen. What do you see in your kitchen?
My kitchen has uh a stove, and
Yeah.
under the stove is a microwave.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Lots of cabinets.
Yeah, lots of cabinets.
And there are lots of plates and everything, and I don't know.
Hannah, are the cabinets above the stovetop?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have an electric fan system above the stovetop to put all the hot smoke outside?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have one in Japan, but my wife always forgets to use it and she fills the house with blue smoke. We've been married 24 years and she still does that, Hannah. I say, did you turn the fan on? Oh, I forgot. Let's see, we have this logger. We have Nguyen Nyok Khan. Are you there?
Teacher, I want
Yes.
to tell you something.
Sure,
So
Hannah.
when my mom always put that fan on, and then when I'm eating, I just said, "What is that noise?"
Oh, yeah, because they're noisy. Yeah, they sound like a big machine. What's also funny, Hannah, is it puts all the kitchen smoke outside so your neighbors know what you're going to have for dinner tonight. Like this old lady always turns it on and she's always frying fish in a fry pan and she puts soy sauce and it's blue fish and it smells. I don't like it. It's too strong. It's called, I forget what its name is. And then Saba, Saba, you guys, Saba. I'll show you a picture of that.
Oh, I had this for dinner.
Oh, now does your family like Saba?
Yeah.
It's really healthy for your brain and your eyes and your skin, Hannah, but it's too strong. Blue fish. I can only eat red fish and white fish, right?
Do
Hannah
you
had
eat bird
Saba.
fish?
Yeah. Saba. Oh my gosh, you guys actually has. All right, so Hannah, we'll take a look at Saba picture. Just tell me to do it in a little while, okay? How about this? Nyo Kan Lin, are you there? Nguyen Go Kan Lin, such a long name. Are you
Yeah.
there? Tell me about your kitchen. What can you see?
I can say mm, like bread.
Yeah. Now, can you say what is to the left of the bread? What is to the right of the bread?
What? I can't hear good.
Okay, so we're using space like where it is. So we have like next to the bread, to the left of the bread, next to the bread. What is next to the bread?
This is a table.
Oh, a table. Okay. Is there anything on the table?
Yes, it have like knife,
Yeah.
spoon,
Uh-huh.
sticky.
Spaghetti?
No, sticky.
Sticky. Sticky. What is sticky? That's kind of interesting. All right. Hey, we have Hong Min, Nguyen. Hong Min, are you there? Hong Min. I wonder, is that the same guy? No, you guys are two different. We have Nguyen Go Kanlin. We have Hong Min. Hong Min, are you there?
Yes, I
How are you today?
am fine.
Can you tell me about your kitchen? What do you see?
I
see a table.
Yeah. And what's next to the table?
There was a stove next to the table.
Good, good. And is there anything above the table, like a clock or something, or a lamp?
There is some knife.
Oh, some knives above the table. Okay. Are they sharp knives or are they butter knives?
A very sharp knife.
Oh, very sharp knives. So you keep the cooking knives above the table. Ha ha ha. Very good. Very good, Hongmin. Thanks for that. This person has some olive oil, I think, and here's some olive oil with spices in it. So this is maybe a European kitchen. All right, so let's see now. We want to do, hey, Koa, you didn't get a chance to read. Your brother Bach read. Would you like to read this one, Koa?
However, some of you may not find a kitchen description all that interesting. Instead, you could describe a landscape using almost the same words we just reviewed in the space order above. This landscape can be real or it can be a fantasy landscape. Because class members do seem to enjoy fantasy or mystery books. Here's an example. Try to describe what you see.
Okay. Hey, Shadowhawk said, I can't see the screen. Fook, can you see the screen now?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, Fook, what do you see in this landscape? This one is not fantasy, but I don't think this is AI created. I think this is a real scene. Fook, what can you tell me about this? Like what's in the middle?
I can see a tree in the middle.
Good. And you can tell some.
Next, around it
Hmm.
is surrounded by stream.
Yeah.
Something.
Stream, yeah.
And
So-
next to it, next to the stream, there's a road.
Yeah.
In the right of the stream,
Yeah.
there's a hill.
Good, good. Yeah. Hey, Fook, do you think this is a bridge up here?
No,
Okay.
I think it's a fence.
Oh, okay, a fence is okay too. Hey, Fook, do you think this road is for walking or for bicycles or for cars?
I think it's for bicycle.
Bicycles, yeah, it could be a bicycle path. Very good. Now let's get more advanced. Cherry, what do you see in the stream? And that's a good way to describe it.
I see tree,
Mhm.
grass,
Yeah,
view,
yeah.
road,
Yeah. What do you call
rock,
these? Yeah, what do you call the big rocks? Do you know the special name?
stone.
Boulders. Yeah, boulders. So there's a good English. I mean, it looks like such a simple thing, but you could say, I see boulders in the middle of the stream, right?
Boulder.
Yeah. Now, if you had to divide this, like this is the A half here and this is the B half here, using our comparison style, you could say on the left of the picture, I see a path, but on the right, there is no path. It's just a grassy slope up a hill because Fook got the hill. You could say at the base of the hill, there is a fence. However, on the left part of the picture, there is no fence. Up ahead in the middle, there seems to be a fence or a bridge, but it's difficult to see. The tree is in the middle. Again, if you use comparisons, you can say, in the left of the picture, there are blue skies, but in the right, it looks like it's very cloudy. So that would be comparisons. Okay, you guys ready now? We go to the fantasy, which the fantasy is always more fun for you guys, I think. So we have Hannah. What do you see in this fantastic? That's where the word fantasy means fantastic.
I see a very odd building with a waterfall
Yeah.
going through it, which is a bit odd.
Okay.
And
So
I
it's
see lots of rocky mountains behind.
yeah,
And in front, I see very unusual flowers glowing
yeah.
in the dark.
Glowing flowers in the dark.
Blue colored leaves on the tree.
Yeah. Hannah, do you think this is Earth or is it on like a strange planet?
I think it is on I don't know. I think it is on Pluto.
Pluto, that's all icy. It's so far away from the sun, Hannah. Maybe, I don't know, Hannah. It could be like under the surface of Pluto. You might find this, Hannah. It's a good idea. Hey, how about Bao Kuyen? Kuyen, are you there?
Yeah.
Oh, Kuyen, what can you tell me about the fantasy picture? Hannah got the glowing flowers and the weird buildings in the back. Odd. She called it odd, which is kind of fun, Hannah. Odd. It's odd. What do you see, Mr. Balkuyen?
Let's see the trees.
Yeah, the trees. You guys, what do you call the stuff hanging from the trees? There's a special name. I saw this in Taiwan. I'll give you a hint. Spanish, what?
I don't know.
Yeah, Because Bach and Co are really good at doing quick research. So is Hannah and Jerry. What do you guys call it? Spanish? You can see this in New Orleans in America.
Vine.
Spanish vine is pretty good. Spanish moss, you guys. Why is it called Spanish moss? The Spanish people came to America, to the state of Florida and New Orleans, and they settled there for about 200 years. Then finally, the British and Americans and French took it over. So they just called it Spanish moss because that's where the moss was hanging in the trees on the Spanish towns. So that's where it gets the word Spanish moss. Nice. All right. Who was that answered? Somebody answered the Spanish vine. Was that Dodd or was that Conlin? Who said that?
It's me, the new one.
Oh, the new one. What's the new one's name? Is it Ben?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Hey, Ben, how are you?
I'm good. How about you?
Pretty good. I'm enjoying teaching this lesson because you guys get to use fantasy pictures again. And a lot of the students love the fantasy stuff. Ben, you're a secondary student.
Yes, that's right. I'm grade 9 now.
Okay, great. Now, are you in Vietnam or another country?
Basically, I'm in Vietnam.
Okay. Because there was another student, Ben, who lived in British Columbia, Canada, and he had a little brother, Henry. Oh, okay, you're not the same Ben. Okay. All right. Hey, Ben,
Okay.
nice to meet you. Ben, you'll probably join our next class because we're on class number 9. So, by all means, join our next Saturday night class. It will probably start in 2 weeks more. All right. So, Ben,
okay.
Quick question.
Just,
Do you like the natural landscape or do you like the fantasy landscape? What do you like? If you had your choice to describe it in writing. Can I draw, said Olivia?
You asking me?
Yeah. Which do you think is more interesting to describe?
I think it's the fantasy one because I kind of like the Chinese architecture behind the scenes of this one.
I know, Ben, I'm laughing because Hannah described this as odd. She said, it's odd, but Hannah, this looks really Chinese to me. So that's why I thought it was cute.
Teacher, but there's a waterfall in between the doors.
Yeah, this is good, Hannah, because do any of the famous Chinese temples have a waterfall in them? I know some places in the world have a waterfall, but I don't know about China, you guys. Okay, so your homework, Hannah. Everyone else is going to write 2 paragraphs. Your research homework is find me a Chinese temple with a waterfall. That's all you have to do. No, I'm just joking. Don't do that. That's so easy. Or maybe it's really hard, Hannah. You're like, I cannot find one, teacher. Okay. So I'll tell you what, Hannah, just for a joke, let's have a little fun because we have about 20 minutes, right? So we can have a little fun here. First thing we're going to look for is when Hannah said she had Saba tonight, right? And so we're going to find that Japanese word. In English, it's called mackerel, but the Japanese word is Saba. It's this blue fish with a really strong taste. And it comes in a can. Wait, this is strange. They just show like an island called Saba with these guys Saba people. That's not what I mean. That's not Saba. We're looking for Saba fish from Japan, you guys. Saba fish. And so here's the Saba, and they put it in soy sauce with rice. It's a big meaty fish. Do you guys eat this in Singapore or Vietnam? Oh, you do, Koa. You like this?
We eat a lot.
You eat it a lot. Hey, Hannah, what's the pink stuff?
I don't know.
Sashimi.
Ginger. Yeah, it's ginger. And it has that spicy
Mhm.
taste, but in Japanese, it's called shoga. So here's shoga, Japanese ginger with rice. Now, Bach is smiling back. Do you like Saba?
I like them, but then I also don't like the bones in them.
Wait, what? You like it a little, but what?
I don't like the bones.
Oh, yeah, the bones are pretty terrible, aren't they? They're those like little small bones. Yeah. By the way, do you guys know fugu, the poison fish of Japan?
Yes.
Yeah. Now my father-in-law is Japanese, and so he bought me the puffer fish. It was a little bit expensive because there's the poison bone. It looks like this. It's so delicious, you guys. But people who don't live in Japan say never eat that fish. It has terrible poison. It can kill you in 10 minutes if you eat it. But to take the if you want to prepare this in a restaurant, in Japan you have to have a special license where you study for many years to remove the fish, right? And so that's why the guy's wearing gloves. He's making sure it's perfect and there is no poison in the fish. But if you ate this just all by itself, it would have the really bad fugu. It says Nigerian people ate it, but they didn't take out the bone. If you don't take out the bone, it's going to kill you. But they take out the poison bone, right? And so there it is. It's really delicious. If you guys ever get a chance to eat this in Japan because it's almost 100% safe because they take the poison bone out, right, you guys? Okay, so there's fugu. And then, Hannah, we have one more thing we have to do. Let's see. I'm going to do your homework for you. We're going to go Chinese temple with waterfall. Okay. Let's see if we can find one, Hannah. Hannah, look, it's a fantasy picture. That's not real. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, did I forget to share it to you guys? I always forget to share. Usually Bach or Koa, you guys are good. You say, hey, teacher, you're not sharing. All right, there's share screen. Hannah, look, I found a temple. It has waterfalls, but does this look real?
This is absolutely fake.
Absolutely fake. Fantasy. Hey, Hannah, is this one real?
No.
Oh, looks beautiful though, right?
Yeah.
Oh, we're getting closer, Hannah.
What is this?
Does this look fantasy or look real?
I don't know.
All right, here's one more. Oh, come on. This has got to be real, Hannah.
Teacher, the just now I thought it was milk instead of water.
Well, of course, Hannah, that's the famous milk temple of China. All the kids go there every time at lunch from all over and they get their milk. They put a cup underneath it. Nah, I just teasing Hannah. Hey, Hannah, let's check this one. No waterfall.
It's our temple named Baima Temple. It's have a waterfall there.
So there is a waterfall. How do you spell it, Ben?
Baima, P-A-I-M-A.
P-A-I.
M-A.
P-A-I.
A-A.
A-A. Paima. Let's see. Maybe they'll correct my spelling.
That's right.
Okay, so let's see. Is this in Thailand or China? Oh God, this is a beautiful place. Look at that.
That one is China's. No, not B. B.
Oh, B. Okay, so
A
Baima.
B in my name. The B in my name.
Baima Temple? See, Baima. Oh, nice. I love Chinese temples. That's why I'm doing this search, you guys. Now, yeah, there's the Baima Temple. Very cool. Thanks, Ben. You're good. The Baima Temple. Now, can we find a waterfall on the Baima Temple? There's the
If my
Chinese character.
memory serves me right,
Yeah.
I think it's have a waterfall really near the end, but it's
Okay.
not inside the temple.
Now I can read this in Japanese. It's temple.
Teacher, in my city have this temple like this.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes.
So this is the Japanese Teira Shima Shiro. So it's the White Temple, White Island Temple in Japanese, you guys. What do you think? Who reads Chinese? Someone can read. Ben, do you read Chinese?
It is a white horse.
White horse. Okay, so you want to say white horse. Oh, yeah, so that's not island, it's horse. So White Horse Temple. Very good. Was that Koa or Bach? You guys know your Chinese characters. I thought this was island, you guys, but it's Temple of the White Horse. Temple Horse White, right? Very cool. Okay, you guys, nice. Let's go back to our main thing, and I want you guys to give me some ideas. So I'm going to go back to my pages thing here. And so there's our fantasy temple. If you had to compare this, you could say, of course, the temple is in the middle. Like up here, do you remember in this picture? The tree is in the middle. So it's good to use a middle, what would you say? A middle thing, like a tree, or a middle thing like a temple, magic temple. Then we could say to the left of the temple is a beautiful blue tree with Spanish moss. To the right of the temple is a group of purple flowers. Before the temple, there are magical glowing flowers that Hannah found. All around the temple, there are rocks and waterfalls, something like this. Okay, so I want you guys to choose one, and I'll put your name next to it. So let me go back to the Yahoo images, which I love to use because they're easy to use, most of them. And we'll go back to Baima Temple. And then I'm just going to put magical landscapes here. I have too many things open, you guys. So let me see. Magical landscapes. Fantasy landscapes, we'll call them. Fantasy landscapes. And then you guys, I'm going to go through the fantasies and you tell me, Cherry, what looks interesting to you from these fantasy landscapes?
Well,
like you can say.
actually, for me, all of those pictures not interesting.
Oh, you're not interested? Would you like to use real natural landscapes, Cherry?
I prefer something like grass more.
With grass?
And it's being real, not AI making.
Real, yeah. Okay. So let me see. Grassy landscapes. This is kind of an interesting one, Cherry. Grassy, a lot of grass. Oh, it's beautiful, Cherry. What do you think? Do you think this one's interesting?
I love it.
Yeah.
Let's
I'll
look.
show you some more examples. Here's another one. This one's beautiful. Uh-huh. Oh, look at this one, Cherry. I like that one.
I missed TED so much. And I need more to study more 2 more weeks to have TED holiday.
And then you'll get to go to your
I must lucky money.
Will you go to your family's hometown and see some grass?
Yes.
Oh, very nice. Does it look like this, Cherry?
So maybe like yes. It's look beautiful.
Let's try this, Cherry. Vietnam grassy landscapes. Let's see what it looks like in the highlands of Vietnam. Oh, it's beautiful. Do you like that kind of thing?
I love it.
It's beautiful. Thanks, Cherry. All right, so Cherry, I'll just, for your homework, if you can describe a grassy landscape in 1 paragraph, is that okay?
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Any grassy landscape's okay. This is more of a river landscape. This part here, you guys, what do you call this in English when the rice is like this? Do you guys know the word for that?
Terrace.
Yeah, nice. Very good, Koa. Terraced. Terraced. I'm going to put that in chat for everybody. Terraced. Now be careful. It sounds like terrorist landscape, right? It's terraced landscape. or terraced fields. Yeah, they have this on Bali too. So those are the Vietnamese. You could do Bali, it's really crazy. It looks like this, similar to Vietnam, but a little different. Bali terraced landscapes. I talked about these before with the students. They have some really magic ones. It's like really green there. It rains so much. This is my favorite one. This is a famous picture they use. This is all rice. So you know that Bali is like Vietnam. You can grow rice 3 times a year, but Korea and Japan can only grow rice once a year because the winter is too strong. But in Bali, you can just keep growing rice all year. So that's why countries like Bali became really rich. They just grow rice all the time. So everybody learns to dance, to play music. So I mean, Bali is just a beautiful place. If you guys can go there for a vacation, it's just so wonderful to go there. And the farmers don't mind that. People from all over the world go to Bali and they just walk around because it's like a magic fantasy landscape. But the people are really friendly. They don't mind if you come and look at their landscapes and walk here. I almost feel like they want the tourists to help them with the rice. That would be kind of fun if you went there for 5 days just to help take the rice out of the field. Okay. By the way, Bali festival. Let me show you a Bali festival because the rice is all green. But when they have festivals, they have all these crazy colors and stuff like this, right? And so those are the dancers called the Legong dancers. And then they have these strange gods that are kind of scary. And then they have these women who have these beautiful things. They walk around like they're in a dream. These ladies carry fruit on their heads, and then they give it. And this looks like a duck, you guys. And they put that at the temple, the Bali temple. So here's everything you give during sort of Tet holiday you have. In Bali, they have like Tet once a month. They have like 12 Tet holidays each year. They always have festivals in Bali. Guys with huge drums, people doing this kind of thing, people doing this kind of thing. It's all festivals every day, you guys. It's crazy in Bali. Every day feels like a celebration there. And so the tourists love to go to Bali. Okay. So there you go. Let's ask Mr. Bach. Bach, what are you interested in? Natural landscape or fantasy landscape?
Natural landscapes.
Very nice. Okay, so can you describe to me what kind of natural landscapes you would be interested in?
Like a hillside.
Oh, very nice. Would it be Asia hillside or European hillside?
Any.
Okay. Hill. I have a funny story there, Bach, but I think it would take a long time to tell. Oh, this is beautiful, Bach. Look at this. Now that actually looks almost like a fantasy landscape, but that's real, Bach. But these are gardens. Do you want like more of this kind of thing, Bach? This one. Do you like that one? It's not much. Oh, hey, Bach, look at a desert one in America's Arizona that has no grass, but it has cactuses. All right. Hey, Hannah, do you want natural landscapes or fantasy landscapes?
I haven't decided yet.
Okay. Do you like gardens? You could describe a garden.
Okay.
Okay. So now you guys, what the homework is can you write maybe 2 paragraphs, describe a landscape. Remember, we're comparing things. So Hannah, like here you could say, to the left of the steps are natural boulders, but to the right, it looks like they're using boulders that have been worked on by people chiseling them, hitting them, maybe. To the left of the stairs, there are beautiful pink flowers, but there are only clover leaves to the right, right? It's all green to the right. So you remember, you guys compare using to the left of, to the right of, in front of. Like this one, Hannah, and Bach also likes the hilly landscape. Bach, can you describe this one using to the left of and to the right of?
The center of the picture As there is nothing but grass and some boulders.
Yeah.
But to the left of that, there is some pink flowers and like some plants to it. But on the right,
Yeah.
it's like a mountain.
Yeah.
Snowy mountain.
Oh, it is snowy. Yeah. Very good. Would you like to go there, Bach? With your class. You can go there with your class and hike up there. All right. Hey, let's ask Cece. Hey, Cece, are you there? Cece,
Yes, I'm here, teacher.
Cece, how are you?
I like universe. I like stars.
Oh, nice. Can I type in starry landscape? Because I like those too, Cece. Okay, so we'll do starry skies with landscape.
Yes, it's very chill.
Oh, it's wonderful, isn't it? So
I can relax when I have some story, sad story.
yeah. Cece, I would love to go camping here, but I would have to be sure there were no dangerous animals. I would be afraid of
love camping,
bears.
but I'm scared. I'm scared camping.
Yeah, camping can be scary, right?
Yes.
Hey, what do you call right in the middle, you guys? Do you guys know what this is called?
Galaxy.
What do you call it?
Milky Way.
Milky Way. Yeah, Hannah's got it. Koa's got it. Milky Way. Can you see this in Vietnam when you go to the country during Tet holidays to visit your grandmother, Hannah or Koa?
Teacher, let me tell you a funny story.
All right.
Like there's a man who goes camping, like in the countryside, and then there's a snake which bites him.
Oh,
and then he eats a type of leaf beside him. And when he goes to the hospital, they said that the snake's venom wasn't venomous, but the leaves venom is venomous.
Oh, did this really happen, Hannah?
Yeah, like real life.
In real life. That's a real life story. Look at that. Now, does that look CGI, you guys? AI. What do you think? Bach, what do you think of this? Is it too unbelievable?
I think it's too unbelievable.
But it is beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, if you wanted to, you could do this. You could say there's this guy and he loves to paint the starry night skies. To the right are these huge pine trees. Above him is a gorgeous moon. To the left of him, there's a mountain. You know, remember to use your to the left of, to the right of, right? And those are the best comparisons I can think of. There's that same guy again. What do you think, Ben?
This one, I think this one can be the real one, not CGI. If we are in the past, because right now was a pity. The sky will no, it is have a very strong, very big impact of light pollution, so we
Light
can see this
pollution,
one anymore.
Yeah, I know. Do you remember, Ben, I mentioned the island of Bali? If you go to some of the beaches on Bali, you can get away from the light pollution. So at night, let me see, it looks like the best picture to show you what Bali looks like at night is probably one of the really great ones. I want to make it as true as I can. Kind of like that. You would lie on the black volcano sand beach and look at this at night. It was pretty amazing. It was really good. But in that same village, I was drinking iced tea and I got really sick because the water was dirty. So be careful if you go to Bali. Some of the water mixes with toilet water, you guys, and you can get kind of sick. So if they put ice in your drink, say, no, don't drink it because they didn't boil the water for the ice. Yeah. So that's actually what it looked like. Okay, you guys, so the homework, I will put it in Zalo, I promise. Koa, you had a question. Hannah had a question. What's your final question? We have about 3 minutes. We can answer these questions. Let me type out the homework. Sometimes that helps because some students might say, teacher, well, what really is the homework? Okay, so here we go. Homework. in, let's say, 2 paragraphs, you guys. Um, okay, it's kind of easy, but that's what it looks like, you guys. All right, does that seem kind of easy to understand, you all? Yeah.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, thanks. Hey, Fook, good to see you. Hey, Fook, is it hot in your house, or did you just finish taking a shower?
No.
No, okay.
Ask me.
You look kind of cool, Shadowhawk. You have no shirt on. You're like this tough guy with no shirt. It looks like you just got back from the beach. Shadowhawk, go ahead, ask me a question. We have 1 minute left, and I didn't call
Ollie.
out much. Mr. Shadowhawk, do you like this lesson of describing a landscape?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a good writer, Fook. So we expect good things from you, as the teacher always says, right? Okay, everyone, my voice isn't so good. It's very dry and cold in Japan. Hannah, do you remember winters in Japan? Always cold and dry. So my voice is going rah, 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 rah. So I should stop for tonight. It's always a pleasure talking to you guys. I wish I could talk to you for 25 more minutes. But that's all I can do for tonight. So thank you, Mr. Bach. Always wonderful. Cherry, great to hear from you. Thanks for really enjoying our class, and CC and Koa and Hannah. Ben, great to meet you. You're a good conversation.
Great to meet
person.
you
Good
too.
part, teacher.
And bye-bye. See you, Mr. Fook. Great work, Fook. Shadowfax. Bye-bye, Hannah.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. See you, Olivia. Bye-bye, Min.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye, Hongmin.
Have a great
Bye-bye.
night.
Mr. Kugan. See you,
Here again.
Bye-bye, Hongmin.